Hello everybody, Adam here, or as you know me online, Prockstem, and today we're gonna talk about what do I do while Chinese poets ramble the internet. There are a lot of Chinese people in the world, and there are a lot of poets among them who write in Chinese, English, and other languages. And you can find them online, their work, and you can find them in physical form in some places, and you can talk to them, interact with them, gain some wisdom, exchange some ideas, and go on with your life. Let's switch to the screen. I'll show you a couple of ideas I had, where to find them, and how to assess their work. But first of all, sponsorship. I sponsor my own videos, and if you would like to support my work, please download the free ebook below. It's in the link below. You exchange your email for the book, and it teaches you how to write poetry from scratch on an intermediate level. Basically, any language can work, but the book is in English, so I have to warn you. And the other thing, there is a course here, how to beat your stage fright, like presentable, like when you present yourself reading your poems in public or on camera. This is the course to learn in order to beat the stage fright and be successful, calm, peaceful, and at one mind with your own poetry while you read it. Okay, here we are in the screen. I went to deepseek.com and I asked DeepSeek where do modern Chinese poets hang out? And this is what I got as an answer. Modern Chinese poets can be found in both physical and virtual spaces, often blending traditional literary culture with contemporary digital trends. Here are some key places where they gather. Online platforms, WeChat. Many poets share work in private groups or public accounts dedicated to poetry. Douban, a hub for literary discussions, poetry groups, and independent publishing. Jihu, some poets engage in intellectual debates about modern poetry here. Xiangshu, younger poets sometimes post short versions in visually appealing formats. Modern Chinese poetry forums, Poetry Life, dedicated poetry websites where poets publish and critique work. Basically, they have their own oldpoetry.com, like for Chinese poets. I'm not sure how it's called because I don't know Chinese that much, and I believe if you know Chinese and you learn Chinese or know how to read Chinese by this or another means, you can basically find them and interact with them. Offline hangouts, there are 4 of them. Independent bookstores and cafes, places like One-Way Street Library in Beijing or Library Avant-Garde in Nanjing host poetry readings. Literary salons and festivals, events like Shanghai International Literary Festival, where local poetry slams attract poets. Universities, literary departments, exemplary Gracie, Peking University, Beijing Normal University often have poetry clubs and readings. Parks and cultural streets. In cities like Chengdu or Suzhou, poets might meet in tea houses or historic districts. Publishing and performance scenes, little magazines, independent poetry journals like Today or Poetry Journal are influential. Spoken word and open mics, venues in big cities in Beijing, Pengao Theater, host poetry slams. Would you like recommendations for specific poets events to follow? I'll say no, thank you. But basically, this is it. There is a community of poets, and they hang out in different places, as in digital, as well as in physical manner. And if you go to Google and you type old poetry, Chinese poets, and let's see what we get, if we get any Chinese poets on old poetry. Chinese poems for... Well, there is something. There's some kind of a result. But those people look European to me. Ancient China. Maybe it's musings. Maybe it's old musings of the Europeans about China. Like, it doesn't look Chinese to me. And it's old musings of the Europeans about China and its culture. Oh well, here's maybe one one Chinese poet here. You gave me, like it's in Chinese, and then if there is a translation, there are some comments. Angelskit 74. Not sure how to read it. I'm not that good in Chinese. I'm studying Japanese actually, so okay. Okay, so this is one poet. We found one poem in Chinese. The rest is all English and basically not Chinese. Well, let's ask DeepSeek about physical venues where you can find Chinese poets to hang out. Are there any venues in New York, for example, where I can find Chinese poets? Let's see what it will answer. I'm pretty curious about the answer. Yes, New York City has a vibrant literary scene that includes Chinese and Chinese diaspora poets. Here are some key venues and events where you can find them. Well, there's a lot of places where you can find Poets House, Battery Park City, which include Chinese person reading and festivals. You and Me Books, Chinatown. Well, Chinatown is the best place to find Chinese poets, I believe. Pretty extensive here. Where do most Chinese poets hang out online? Most contemporary Chinese poets engage WeChat. WeChat is the most popular one. Weibo, second one. Yang Shou, already covered that. Okay. List top 5 Chinese poets that were notable throughout the history of Chinese literature. Five legendary Chinese poets. Wow, legendary, that's cool. Li Bei, the immortal poet. Wow, that sounds cool, I like it. White Knight Thoughts. Du Fu, the poet sage. The Renaissance man. Queen of Qi. And there was one contemporary one somewhere. No, it's when it reached the contemporary poet, it didn't let us see the answer. I wonder why. Let's try again. And they didn't let us see the answer, maybe because the poet was influential in a manner of politics. Modern era, Bi Dao. Bi Dao, why notable leader of misty poets using oblique metaphors to critique Mao era politics. Iconic work, The Answer, a defiant Cold War era poem. Interesting, very interesting. Let's ask for this poet's poem, The Answer. I'm curious if it will give us the entire poem here. Without type out the poem by Bi Dao, The Answer. It's loading, takes time. I doubt it will load because there are political ones, but it might load. It's loading in Chinese. Pretty long. Yeah, a lot of work. Hey, here's an English translation. Wow. Bonnie S. McDougall, Scottish roots. Interesting. And it did it again. It blocked the answer. Let's try again. Maybe second time as the charm. Paste the answer. Loading. Loading really slow. Probably won't give the answer, but we can go to Google and find it there, or DuckDuckGo. Doesn't matter. Be down answer. The basement is the password of the base. Nobility, the epitaph of the noble. See how the glided sky is covered with the drifting, twisted shadows of the dead. The ice age is over now. Why is there ice everywhere? The Cape of Good Hope has been discovered. Why do thousand sails contest the Dead Sea? I came into this world bringing only paper, rope, a shadow, to proclaim before the judgment the voice that has been judged. Let me tell you, world, I do not believe. If 1,000 challengers lie beneath your feet, count me as a number 1,001. I don't believe the sky is blue. I don't believe in thunder's echoes. I don't believe that dreams are false. I don't believe that death has no revenge. If the sea is destined to branch the dikes, let it all brackish water pour into my heart. If the land is destined to rise, let humanity choose a peak for existence again. A new conjunction and glimmering stars adorn the unsubtracted sky now. They are the pictographs from 5,000 years. They are the watchful eyes of future generations. Oh, pretty powerful poem. I like it. It's like the end of Cold War and whatever happens with it. Because Ice Age was obviously here a metaphor for a Cold War and how he sees it, or she. Who was it, he or she? I'm curious. Let's see. Be down. Yeah, it's him. Him, the poet, Zhao Zhenaki. Translated into more than 30 languages. Wow, that's amazing. Very successful poet. Well done. Well, this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Well, this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. And the hovering question is, what do I do while the Chinese poets rumble the internet and the world? Well, I learn Japanese. I really do. 私は日本語を話しますか？話します。すみません。話します。I know a couple of words in Chinese too, like 不しで、不しで、し、你好、你好吗？ A couple of words and that's it. But I study Japanese because I want to move to Japan basically. This is what I do. Thank you for watching. By the way, if you want to look at the course, here's a video that will explain you in detail about the course that I'm selling. and it can be beneficial for any poets that want to perform their art, not just to write it for the drawer. You know, make a living out of it, make an impact to the world. This is the video you need to watch.